Funny you mentioned that. Of course, your video's on the same, looks like in the same level as the ones I'm making about rational recovery, which is basically taking responsibility for your own actions. It's that simple. Take responsibility for your own actions and make the correct decisions, and you can stop using dope. Instead of trying to dwell on it and dig into it and try to figure out why I'm using it. Most people start using because they felt like it. It's like people drink or have a joint, whatever you do, it's because you feel like it. It just happens to be addictive. So it becomes a lifestyle because you keep liking it. But on the other crap that A and NA want to bring up, what that is the 12 steps, assuming that you've got all these problems anyway. Stupid. It's complicated and it's worthless. It doesn't have any real bearing on your psyche. You're basically trying to assuage other people's feelings and make them feel good about you being an addict and still in their presence. That's what AA is all about. And I just find it funny that they seem like intelligent people, but they can't seem to figure out that if you give away what little power you have, what little strength, defense you have, you're not going to be able to utilize that in order to get yourself clean. So trying to look to some mythological creature as the only way to salvation is, I hope you agree, and I believe you do, I think you do, is ignorant. The deity worship thing and all that. That's where it stems from, of course. I don't know why people can't live without magicians, but they just can't seem to live without magicians and magic. As if we don't have science to explain things. Anyway, as far as rational recovery goes, I have a video on it. It's along the same line as yours is being recommended along with yours. I like your video. It's interesting. Your channel, it's interesting. Yeah, I've had plenty of psychoactives, let me tell you, in different forms. But I have to say that mushrooms is probably my favorite. Besides marijuana, of course. Medical marijuana I do now anyway. But my point is, the thing is, I was just saying about the heroin addiction. You're right. What it comes to is taking responsibility for your own life, your own actions. If you need to kick, if you want to kick, you have to want to kick. So whatever program there is out there, none of it's going to work unless you really want to stop doing it. If you don't have a real problem, then you're not going to probably stop doing it. But if you do, and if you don't want to go through the withdrawals, the physical withdrawals, you want to get that over with, and then work on the psyche, the id, and the decision-making skills, because you're not going to have any more cravings for heroin or opiates. That's the methadone. You take that for about a week and a half or so, while the heroin withdraws from your body, comfortably. So you don't have to go through all the kicking and all that, everything. All this crap about, well, you got to kick and get to the bottom before you can reach up for the top, or whatever it is. You got to. No, not true. I've been clean 15 years or so or more. And, just once you get there, it's so good. It's so nice, to wake up in the morning to be hungry for breakfast instead of a bag of dope. It's a wonderful feeling. So it sticks with you. And keep that in your mind. That's a good way to make decisions. Because when you get up in the morning every day, you're the one who makes whatever decision is to be made concerning your life and what you're going to do that day. You decide whether you're going to use it or not. That's what I do every morning. That's what it's all about. Take responsibility, make the correct decisions. The methadone treatment thing, maintenance, bullshit. It's just a way for the government to keep a hold of you, maintained. Yeah, keep a little leash on you, and make a little money besides. So, that's the answer to my video. And if you want to see some more on rational recovery, just go look up Justin Earthlink, and you'll see him in there. Thanks for listening, everybody. Good night.